question, if you don't mind. I'm so excited. I love IMAX. It's my favorite format, and you guys are filming this in IMAX. I'm not sure, is IMAX a huge thing in India? Do a lot of fans go to IMAX? What does it mean to you guys to be making this in IMAX?
I mean, it is catching up now, for sure. It is. I mean, the experience of watching it on a big screen is something else. And so if the right film comes for IMAX, I mean, the experience is going to be unbelievable. And by the time our film comes in 2027, there are going to be more screens, and it's going to be big.
Yes, I truly can't wait. I'm going to switch and ask you an individual question, if you don't mind. What do you want to tease about the wheelchair and your character?
And how comfortable was it, Prithvi? How much fun was it?
I could fall asleep in it, yeah.
I mean, just because you said that, there was this one day of shoot when he was in this wheelchair, he couldn't move, the poor guy. And he had a very long monologue happening. And there were these flies sitting on his face.
No.
And literally, the poor guy, he was like, he couldn't do anything about it. And he was actually praying to the flies. He said, for this one shot, please don't come near me.
Because he's incapacitated, so he can't, he can't move his limbs.
Because to make sure that,
and I think they heard his prayers. They didn't come near him for that shot. He just prayed and bingo, the flies were gone.
Yeah, to make sure that, I don't involuntarily move my hands or legs. My hands and legs are kept tied, not tied, like sort of locked in place by a mechanism where I can truly then be sure that, okay, whatever I do, I'm not going to be moving my hands or legs. Which then also means that in case a fly comes and sits on my nose...
If you want to itch your nose, you need somebody else to do it.
Yes. So, yeah, it is. But,
Sorry, sir, I have to interrupt. The first day I was like, I got my dialogue wrong, and I was like, so I put my hand literally on him and I said, sorry.
Yeah.
So this guy's on, he's like, that's not my leg.
Yeah, so the wheelchair, there is a lot more to it than what you would think from that one picture you saw. And because of who he is and because of the mind that this character is, the wheelchair in a way is an extension of his personality. The wheelchair in a way is an extension of how his mind works. And he's a dangerous man. He's a very dangerous man who's just physically incapacitated. And his mind works in very, very unpredictable, dangerous ways. And the wheelchair is set up in a way where it almost connects directly to his thoughts. So I'm not going to elaborate further. The wheelchair is not just a prop. It is very much an extension of who Kumba is.
Yeah, SSR comes up with very good antagonists, and he's talked about how much he loves his antagonists. Oh, yeah. So I'm really...
I have an elephant memory. I remember everything. Yeah. So before he narrated this story to me, it was one of our early meetings, and so...
Well, that's like 15 years.
No, this was I think this was during Triple R.
Yeah. Okay.
So Triple R hadn't released, and he had come home to my place for lunch. And then we were just discussing, he said what kind of film he wants to make. We hadn't zeroed in on the script yet. And then he finished lunch and he said, do you have anything in mind? What kind of film you want to do with me? And I was like, what do I tell you? I mean, his vision is like so big. I mean, what do you tell to SSR? So he left and I messaged him and I said, I'm just really happy doing this film with you. And I love the way you present your heroes. So, I mean, you really love your heroes. And he said, thank you. But I love my villains more. I mean, that was the message he sent that day. This is what exactly he said. He said, thank you, I love my villains more. So I didn't know how to react. I just put a smiley symbol. I said, okay.
I think he loves his villains more because that is that one ultimate prop for a filmmaker to truly elevate the hero. Is to make the villain as scary as...
The bigger the villain, the bigger the hero.
I mean, it's a classic, for the West, it'd be like the classic James Bond formula.
Exactly.
The scarier the villain, the bigger the hero becomes.
We're just trying to make you feel better. You don't want to feel better, that's fine.
Yeah, I was trying.
Timing goes off, don't blame me. Yeah?
So one of the things that is so different about this film and making this film is, in America, a small movie might shoot for 20, 25 days, and a big movie might be 100 days. And you guys are filming this, I could be wrong, for a year and a half or longer. I don't know what the final thing is going to be. What is it like as actors to be making a film for so much of a part of your life? It's like it's a huge commitment of your time, your energy, and everything.
You need to be committed. I mean, it's a long period of time. It's 2 years. So you need to be mentally prepared for that. And once you're mentally prepared, I think it's quite easy. She keeps asking me, she says, how are you doing this? You need to do more films. I said, I'm fine.
I mean, for you, it's been like 5 years you haven't done anything because you had prep for this movie for a year. Then you're going to be filming.
Don't make
for
it 5.
2.
Is it 5 now? Am I
a
missing
long
something?
time.
Is somebody tell you it's 5? 3 years. Yeah, but it's fine. I'm mentally prepared. Then once you're committed, then it's a very enjoyable process.
Yeah.
But I also think such long commitments usually seem cumbersome only when it seems like there is no activity taking place or when you're not involved with the actual film. But with Rajamouli sir, even when you say 1 year or 1.5 years, see, that does not mean we are shooting every day of those 1.5 years. Plus, all through as actors, we are constantly engaged. We are probably in rehearsals or test shoots or testing. And if you ever have an opportunity to see how he shoots, you realize that the pace is frenetic. On set, if you come to a Rajamouli sir shoot, it's not like anybody is sitting around. I mean, some days we hardly get like 5 minutes to catch a bite in between and then for lunch and then we're back on set shooting. So the shoot pace is frenetic. It takes so long because of what he is trying to achieve, because of the sheer ambition and scale of the vision. Some days we might be like from morning 7:30 to 6:30, we might be trying to get that one shot, and at 6:30 we could be at take 94 and we'll be like, okay, that's a wrap, we are going to try this again tomorrow. Yeah, we've done that.
We've
done that.
Complicated camera movements
Yeah.
and so many things happening at the same time. But also, like, just for context, production schedules are different in Indian films than they are in America. We shoot a lot here with like every set or every location. So you'll shoot for 25, 30, 60 days. Say, for example, you shot that part and then you'll take a break for a little bit while the other one gets set up. So the commitment for actors is usually a long time, and this film is like times X of that, just because of the vision of it.
I'm curious for thus far, what has been the most difficult shot or sequence of the film, and what can you tease about it?
For each one of us, or generally in the movie?
No, actually, no. I want to take that back. I want to change to a different question. One of the things I love about SSR's movies is the way he used slow motion just so fucking brilliantly. I held back the curse, and he told me how all those slow motion shots are figured out way in advance. So I would imagine all three of you are going to have moments of slow motion. What has he told you about your shots, and how excited are you to be in those shots?
The beauty about him is he does not explain the technical aspect to the actors. He does not say this is a slow motion shot or this is.
We're not supposed to know that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's supposed to know that, and he handles it.
So he doesn't tell you.
I mean, we'll hear it if he's like, okay, 46,
it,
whatever. We'll hear if he says 48 frames or something.
But most of the times it's like, I want the expression like this, I want you to do this, he just explains what he wants, and then you do it, and then it's like, okay, and then you hear nice, and then you hear very nice. If you hear very nice, that means you're like, you can pump your fist. I mean, you've given a brilliant shot. So it's usually like that. And I mean, that's how it should be also, because it's not our job to know how.
Our jobs are to know our characters and not more than that. And he really protects his actors and our minds and our sensibility when we're working. I mean, I love good slow motion, of course.
And
but
the one common quality all of us have is, I don't know, I don't check the monitor, neither does she. And I don't think he can check it also.
He's trapped.
He can't move.
He's trapped in his chair.
Even if he wants to, he can't check the monitor. So none of us have this habit of going and checking the monitor. Once the shot is done, we have
no idea what it really
Because
will
I mean, we are very, very secure that way, because we know that if he said, okay, next shot, that okay is okay. I mean,
we were confused initially. She was like, okay, is it nice? Is it okay? Yeah. I'm assuming it's nice, because then she would hear nice. then she would get excited.
We count who gets more nices and who gets more very nices.
So
and who gets like an okay. No, just because you shot a little bit more than me, that's why you have more. Not because you did a better job.
Yeah, but one thing I've noticed with Rajamouli sir is for all the grand visuals and the sheer scale and imagination that his films carry, I've realized that as far as possible, he sticks to the most simple basics for his filmmaking. I've seldom seen him setting up a gimmicky shot. In fact, never.
Yeah,
I've
that's
never
true.
seen him attempt a gimmick with the camera or an unnecessarily complicated track movement. Nothing. For him, it's about the basics. It's about classical filmmaking done right. Now, when I say classical filmmaking done right, it might seem easy, but that's the tougher thing to do. You know, there's no escape mechanism there. When you're sticking to that language of making a film, you really can't have an escape mechanism for a shot that you're not able to capture or a moment that you're not able to get. You will have to just keep at it till you get it. And that he does. That he does. If he will go on till he gets what he wants.
It's Kubrick-esque.
Yeah.
It is.
I think I'm out of time. I'm making sure. Yeah, I'm out of time. I'm just going to say it's great to see all of you in India. I really can't wait for sometime in 2027 to see the film.
Thank you.
Thank
Great
Thank you
talking
for
to
your time.